Good afternoon. My name is Larry Klayman. You know me as the founder of both Judicial Watch and now Freedom Watch. I'm a former federal prosecutor, and we at Freedom Watch, which you can find at www.freedomwatchusa.org, we're at the thick of this scandal over the intelligence agencies leaking of classified information to damage President Trump and his team, as well as the mass surveillance on all Americans. Today it's been revealed that former UN Ambassador Susan Rice of the Obama administration was the one that unmasked the names of people inside the Trump team, including President Trump himself. That's illegal. This was classified information on intelligence reports. And now there are new reports this morning that information was forwarded, you guessed it, to former DIA Director of National Intelligence James Clapper, who lied under oath to Congress saying there was not mass surveillance on the American people. And then Snowden revealed that there was. He committed perjury. Frankly, the guy should be in prison as we speak. And then also John Brennan, the former Obama director of the Central Intelligence Agency, who we know was taking all kinds of cheap shots and smearing President Trump while he was still President-elect Trump up to the inauguration. And Ben Rhodes, the foreign policy advisor of the Obama administration inside the White House. So it's now extremely likely that President Obama is responsible for this himself, and these people were working at his direction. This is perhaps the biggest scandal in American history if you layer it on top of the fact of the mass surveillance of all Americans. And we've talked about this before in previous YouTubes. I got 2 preliminary injunctions against the National Security Agency, President Obama, and other government defendants for surveying without probable cause our telephonic communications. It's obvious this hasn't stopped, and even my own cell phone has been doing rather bizarre things just in the last few days because I'm a strong advocate against what these people have done. I went to Verizon on 2 occasions. They confirmed that something was awry in my cell phone. And our client, Dennis Montgomery, his emails apparently had attempted to be hacked by these agencies and these nefarious forces that are still loyal to the Obama administration. You know, 70% to 80% of the people in government are pretty far to the left, and they're sympathizers with President Obama and the Democrats. We're nonpartisans at Freedom Watch, but this is the reality. Now, what's interesting is that the intelligence committees are focusing in on what happened right now, at least the House Intel Committee, in terms of Chairman Nunes, on the unmasking of names and the smearing of the Trump team. But I spent last week trying to bring forward Dennis Montgomery, the whistleblower who left the NSA and CIA with over 47 hard drives, 600 million pages of information. Much of it is classified. I've never seen it, which shows this massive surveillance on the Chief Justice of the Supreme Court, 156 judges, other justices of the Supreme Court, prominent businessmen like Mr. Trump himself at the time, yours truly, and others. The intelligence committees need to hear from Dennis Montgomery, because what's happening now is just part of a pattern and practice of an Orwellian state that's been created, a police state, a big brother state, which stands over all of us in this country and can destroy any of us who are critical of the way the government functions. We can't have that. And as I've said many times, if our founding fathers had been under this kind of surveillance by King George III, their plans would have been revealed. They would have been arrested. They would have been incarcerated. They would have been executed before they got to Philadelphia to sign the Declaration of Independence and to create a new republic. And that's what the risks are here. I've written a blog this morning on Newsmax. Go to it and read it at freedomwatchusa.org or on Clayman's Court. That's a Newsmax blog. Go take a look at it. We're going to stay on top of this story because we're at the thick of it. We have litigation pending against these agencies, which is moving forward, against these very evildoers that were in the Obama administration and even before that, during the George W. Bush administration. And this is something that has to be stopped right now because it is destroying the body politic of our country. So go to freedomwatchusa.org. We are the mouse that roared. We need your strong support, financial and otherwise, to take on these forces. Please contribute to us. Please support us. Please pray for us and pray for yourselves. And I just want to say, God bless this country. God bless America. And God save America. We live in very dire times. Have a nice day.